Aaron Imholte is the host of the Steel Toe Morning Show. You might have seen him in your feeds after being involved in a messy polycule with YouTube lawyer Nick Rekieta. On the 20th of August, Aaron has a court hearing for violating the terms of a harassment restraining order against his first ex-wife, Ashley LaRue. Here's Aaron recounting some of the details in a members-only show in August 2024 and trying to downplay the situation.
Yeah, oh God, we've talked about, that's old fucking news. April and I were, we were talking shit about somebody, and then that somebody made us stop. So that's just a pain in the ass thing that I got to deal with. And I mean, it's just, nothing's going to happen, but it's just one of those deals, you know? That person that we're not allowed to talk about, her and I are fantastic. We're really cool. We got rid of the problem, so to speak. So it's just basically me paying for the shit I did back then, like back in March and April. Basically, if you're gonna be a better person and you're gonna, atone for your sins, you gotta fucking atone for them. Doesn't matter how good of a guy you are now, you got to atone for the shit you did back when you were in Crazy Town. So, yeah. Basically, what I have to do is I have to go in August 20th and say, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. Which I won't. But they just have to make me say, Uncle, I won't do it again. Sorry. So, mild pain in the ass.
Aaron gets a few things wrong here, so let's give it some context. Aaron and Ashley divorced in 2017 with 2 kids between them and 1 on the way. Aaron eventually remarried April, who co-hosted the Steel Toe Morning Show with him. Eventually, the relationship between Ashley and April and Aaron broke down, resulting in a lot of mediation and lawyers' fees. It got messy, but it was still livable. However, on the 27th of December, 2023, April and Aaron received a comment from one of Aaron's 13 exes who offered to unalive Ashley. This was their reaction.
Crunchy Cynicism says, I might be one of your 13, but not the...
She's trying to be one of your 13.
But not the one with your kid. Menu's body counts as a cope. April is a prime example of a beautiful, smart woman that can protect herself. Just take care of your kids and murder your... Whatever, pay for every... What the fuck is going on?
I plead the fifth on that one. That's hilarious. I love that.
31 of you now qualified for the
something?
$250 drawing.
If half of her chat there could be true, I would excuse adding her to your 13.
If that was the thing that happened,
trade-off, it'd be like, fucking have at her.
April would be watching.
Stroking my own bean to it even. Can both happen at the same time?
Ashley found out about this clip and filed a harassment protection order against Aaron and April. The main thing you need to know is that this order prevented Aaron and April from directly or indirectly talking about, disparaging, or harassing Ashley online on social media or any online broadcast they have control of. It also extended to not allowing guests or chatters to violate these terms. They were also not allowed to contact Ashley except through a parenting app, and they had to exchange the kids in the parking lot of the police station. Aaron was not allowed to contact Ashley except if it was about the kids. Aaron was pissed about this order, and like everything he's upset about, he starts talking about it on his show. But Aaron is a clever boy and didn't mention Ashley directly. He used a super sophisticated code. See if you can figure it out.
You know, if you're lucky, they become vindictive and jealous, and I'm not talking about myself or anything else.
No way! No, I don't know what that's about at all!
I just know this about other people. I know that if you're lucky, they get vindictive and jealous that you're doing well after it's all over and done.
And you're happy and you've moved on with your life?
And they'll drag you into court and steal more of your money.
Oh, so gonna be worth it.
Not me. I'm talking about my cousin. My cousin has one. I'm going to say this, too. I have a long memory.
Yes.
And there's going to be a day where I'm not obligated for anything.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm still on the air. Is my cousin going to rue the fucking day?
Oh, oh boy.
Boy, is my cousin going to rue the fucking day they ever crossed me. And by the way, if you're a cousin of mine listening to the program, I'm not talking about... I'm gonna have family members calling me after the show, like, dude, what the fuck did I do? No.
What's your problem with me, bro?
It didn't take Ashley and her lawyers much to figure out this code, and so she told Aaron to not mention it again and filed a statement of probable cause accusing Aaron of knowingly violating the order. Since all of this filing, April and Aaron divorced, and according to Aaron, this has made the relationship between him and Ashley a lot better. Aaron mistakenly thinks that as long as he maintains a good relationship with Ashley, the order does not apply.
I'm in a position where I can negotiate leeway with the third party to talk about this. And I am very grateful that they've given me that leeway to talk about it. But I can't disparage them. I can't say anything negative about them. And I won't.
What he fails to realize is that the order is granted by a judge. He is not violating Ashley's request. He is violating the Minnesota court's orders by mentioning Ashley on his show. The other thing Aaron gets wrong is that he thinks that he's only not allowed to disparage or speak negatively about Ashley. This is not correct. He's not allowed to speak or even allude to her. He's also technically not even allowed to let the chat, which he has control over, mention her. What you'll see over the next hour are clips of Aaron talking about or alluding to Ashley. These are arranged in chronological order, and they range from passing mentions to talking about how he still wants to fuck her to complaining about how she cost him a lot of money. Enjoy the show. I'd also like to extend a very special thank you to the sponsor of this video, supertip.gg.
And I know, just like April, the internet shit, I mean, look, it's going to bother anybody when you're the spouse of a personality of any kind, my first wife and my last girlfriend, when I was on the radio, there would be shit that would happen that would bother them. People put screws in our driveway trying to flatten our tires when I was on the radio. And my first wife, that fucked her up. She was angry. She was upset. She wanted to move over that. It happened more than once. Is this the real Patrick Melton? Hello there.
Hello. Hey.
That's not him.
Ashley LaRue, April LaRue.
That's not Patrick Melton. He's talking about, you're going to get me in trouble now saying those names, you son of a bitch. I thought that was the real Patrick. I would have had him on. I can talk about some of that now, some of my legal bills that I've racked up over the course of the last year or so. I couldn't talk about it before. For some reason, if April was sitting next to me when I talked about it, it would cause all kinds of problems. But, there was April and the old ex-wife had their problems. I tried to defend April as well as I could on all that stuff. And, oh, my God, there were orders of protection. Well, there was mediation. We wanted a few things ironed out. April and I did, so we went and did that. And then there was some things said on the show that somebody didn't like. So then orders of protection for the two of us came out, and then all of that. And now the divorce thing and all of it. Oh, my God. Have I just been Kelman Reuter's favorite customer? It was my lawyer who told me, he goes, you know what? Let's just, since you guys agree on so much, let's just get all this shit signed and get me off your payroll. I said, I might as well have him on retainer at this point. Over the course of the last, 18 months or so? Holy shit. Nana's Clam says, geez, what did you say to get a restraining order put on you two? The ex-wife didn't like it when a listener made a joke about, exes dying, and then I made jokes about exes dying, and then April said she would, feverishly masturbate to
That's not a good look.
Dying. Yeah.
Okay, and it's on film.
Yeah.
Look, I do that. I threatened to ejaculate to people dying all the time. It's okay. No, Eliza, it's not. It's really not.
We can't be doing these kind of things.
Am I going to go to jail?
It's uncouth to be behaving in such ways. King Kong Dong says, can't blame the ex-wife for that. No, can't. Can't blame her for that one. That's for sure. And there was no love lost between those two at that point. So it was kind of one of those situations where if she had a reason, she was going to take the reason. And we kind of handed her that reason. Spina Bifidif says, any chance of you getting back together with your first wife? I don't believe we need to do that. No. K Fallen the Great
So-
says, is your first wife willing to take a pay cut? Just tell her you are going through a tough time and she will understand. Now I'm organizing everything. I'm getting everything all organized. We'll be okay. Like I said, we hit those goals. We're looking good. Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, man, how far would my money go? Two things. One, if I was single, and two, if I stayed married to the first wife. Like how much further would that money go? And I'll say this, if I was with the first wife or with the girlfriend after the first wife, I would probably still be on the air on 101. We'd probably still be doing that show. And I'll tell you the reason why. April and I started listening to, I started getting back into Redbar around the time that we went after that Iowa station. And I started really leaning the fuck in. I think because I was listening to so much of Redbar shitting on people that it was kind of influencing me. So I went way further than usual. I think, honestly, I probably would have not gotten canned from that. If we stay with the first wife, yeah, it would have been a lot more money for sure. But I don't know.
But are you happy there?
Right. That's just
Worth it.
Geese Artel says, I think your first wife was hotter, probably because I'm old and like the mom look. I'm a piece of shit. What are you gonna do? Here's my thing. I have another ex-wife. Believe it or not. God, I'm that fucking.
He's also invited.
I'm that fucking guy now. My first wife, who I have 3 wonderful kids with. I can, joke with her and talk with her now, and everything's.
Can you really?
fine.
Well, that's
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
Aaron.
No,
Oh,
that's
God. Yeah.
no, that's actually gotten. I don't want to say too much, but that's gotten a lot better lately. 2 weeks ago, to be exact, I was at my friend's daughter's first birthday party, and and I brought the kids, and all my friends were there, and we were having a great time, whatever. And my ex-wife, I gave her the address so she could pick the kids up there from the party. And my ex-wife goes, "Oh, I'm outside," and to say her and April didn't get along was an understatement on both their sides. It's I had some help kind of situation, and that was a big thing too. Was I was kind of caught in the middle of that, and I always got April's back, obviously, but I'm also like, got to make sure that this person has my kids half the time. I gotta, we gotta, like, the diplomacy of that was very, very difficult. So
You're bonded to that person for forever.
yes,
if you have
and
kids
and
with
that's
them.
and here's one thing that I will say, that has to be, I cannot imagine how incredibly difficult that is for someone like in April's position. That's got to be
Exactly.
insanely
You're like-
difficult to a degree that I can't even relate to, because like you said, I don't have a choice. I am connected to this person forever. And
No
you-
matter what. Sorry if you don't
Right.
like it. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
should
But
be-
I don't think April didn't. She really loves your kids, obviously.
and I
but,
will say this, and I should be nice to that person. I should absolutely be nice to that person and be, it's an important thing. And that's really tough when you have a relationship, because sometimes the other person, can see you being nice to that person, and, it can be whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, good. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm so glad she got the nice Aaron.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. I had 3 kids with you, and now she is the nice,
Yeah.
caring Aaron. I mean, that's
It was
that's what I'm imagining.
it
but,
became look, it was, that part was a mess too. But, so piece of shit, Aaron, she's out. So she's like, I'm outside waiting for the kids. And I said, and we were obviously married for 6 or 7 years and together for like 8 years, 8 years, because I get married right away. And I said, why don't, and I'm going through what I'm going through, obviously. And I said, why don't you just come in? I thought, you know what? I'll be cordial. I'll be nice. I said, why don't you just come in? You know these people, and pick up the kids. And she comes in.
what is wrong with you?
She comes in, she says hi to everyone. It goes well. And at the end, I gave her a hug. I said, all right. And then I gave her a hug. I said, all right, goodbye. And I look at my friends and I go, guys, I'm a piece of shit. And they go, what do you mean? I go, I don't know if it's just the spot I'm in right now. I don't know if it's the pain or the grieving or whatever. I go, but I got this, I got this weird feeling. I go, when I hugged my ex-wife, I said, you know what? Still would. And they just go, dude, you can't. They're like, you gotta.
Which is exactly why you just come on in, say hey to everybody.
I really am just right.
Horrible.
Just a guy who can't sit alone with his goddamn feelings for 5 seconds.
It's terrible. Listen to some music, watch a reality television show, have something in the background. We don't need to be, oh my God, that's psychotic. Oh my God.
It's not psychotic. It's
like, you know what? Bygones be bygones.
No, that's not what I meant.
Divorce.
It was purely a physical comment. It had nothing to do with like I would still be in a relationship with that person. It was
right, but you're like trolling almost. You're like, yeah, come on in, give you a hug.
No, I didn't see that part coming. I didn't. That was all very organic and whatever. But I
don't do it, Aaron. Where do you think it's going to go?
What I'm trying to say, Keanu, is that I'm going through a process right now. And you know what the thing is? You know what the thing about it is?
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something.
What?
Ex-wife knows, because I'm an honest man.
Yep.
Everybody I know knows.
Yep.
Because I'm an honest man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that can't be the actual.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way. Go to channel. No, of course not. It's my ex-wife's name. I'm proud of you for Jesus, you guys are fucking deranged. You guys are
why?
You guys are goddamn weirdos. Dude, I've cried in front of the kids today.
Yep.
I was tearing up. I was trying to hold it back when I was dropping off the kids with the ex-wife. I don't need her to see that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just racked with stress because I'm getting these messages today about what garbage I am. And it's too fucking much. And it's like, I can't help it that I have a show. It helps me. Yep. It's therapeutic. And you know what else? I'm honest about myself on it.
Yep. You always have been.
How can anyone be mad at me for what I did on the show? What did I do other than incriminate the living fuck out of myself? What did I say?
Nothing.
The fucking shit that was said to me and has been said to me as I protect and defend and protect and defend and protect and defend and say, love her, great gal. Love her, awesome. And did I say anything back about them?
All you fucking done is said that.
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh, someone with my fucking ex-wife's name, you cunt son of a bitch, says, to be honest, P. Diddy's girlfriend was also calling him a piece of shit on a daily basis.
Yeah, but you should still never take it to that level.
No, you should never suplex a bitch. Especially when you share cut. To be Flair says, again, too much information, especially when you share custody. If you don't think my ex-wife and I have sat down and talked about all of this and more, you're insane.
You don't understand how dangerous that'd be to share custody. Be like, yeah, but I'll just keep secrets from her. That'll work.
$4.99 with Mr. Nobody. He says, this has to do with you. How long have you been banging your ex that you're just talking to? Sir, I mean, to ask me such a question. How long have I been banging the ex that I've been talking to? I have a wonderful support system.
I'm pretty sure she's married.
What?
I thought he was talking about that one. Jesus. I'm a dick.
No, my ex-wife?
Yeah,
like that's the first one?
Because we were talking earlier about how you were talking to her and how she knew everything.
I mean, everything about me.
Yeah. So that's what I assumed he meant there. And I was like, that road has been torch burned, raised, and shall never be crossed again.
We're in good shape now.
Yeah.
We're in good shape now. Yeah. Her and I are in a good spot. I like the spot we're in. It's nice, you know. There doesn't have to be any fucking unnecessary conflict that I need to then defend. That's kind of nice. I like that. You know, look, the broads can be crazy sometimes, you know? And then here's the problem with dudes. When the broads get crazy, the guys sometimes get crazy too. And then off you go. Off you go. 335 is our number today. If you'd like to contribute, Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo. If I'm going to get over what's going on in my life right now, I have to be 100% honest with you about what I've done before I tell you anything about what anyone else has done. I've done X, Y, Z, back to A, back to B, back to C, back to D. I've done all of these things. And you know what I found out? I have amazing friends. I have incredible family. I have people who are more forgiving from me than they should be. I have an ex-wife who I confided all of these things in, and she said, our children are so happy. They are so good that you have made this call. They are so happy with you. They're having so much fun. This is the best they've ever been. This is a good thing. And I can't thank her enough. Have I always been the best to her? No. Has she always been the best to me? In my opinion, no. But I could be kind of a dick too. I know that's hard to believe. No, and by the way, no, my ex-wife does not have herpes. I just don't want to tell you guys I got it from my dad. Because that sounds weird. You know, let's sign everything and be done. I don't want to be tangentially associated with any of this fucking horse shit. I got, you know, my ex-wife going, I saw the video. My ex-wife sending me shit going, I saw the videos. Can you and I talk? I need to make sure that none of this is around, you know, you or you're not anywhere. I'm like, here we fucking go. And not in a bad way. She's just concerned. Her and I are 100% in lockstep. We're good. But yeah, so that shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's just get it done so I cannot be even tangentially connected to this because it's fucking embarrassing, really. All right, should we turn on the camera and should we move on and do a show? That would be nice. I know you guys want me to talk about all kinds of shit. But somebody says you're talking the ex-wife. Oh yeah, I guess I have to specify wife number one. I mean, Jesus Christ. April and I, had an HRO meeting with my lawyer about the stuff my ex-wife was doing. My ex-wife didn't, let's just say didn't want certain people driving the children. And I show up for that because I was like, all right, let's get this over with, blah, 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 the whole deal. And she didn't show up for that. So, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Someone pretending to be my first ex-wife says you destroy every family you get involved with, but it's a shame. It's my fault. That's what it is. It's all my fault that. By the way, also, Colin, you keep getting this wrong. This is another thing people get wrong about April. I didn't have an affair on my first wife with April. I had been divorced for 3 years when I met April. So, no, people are like, April's a homewrecker. No, not at all. I'd been divorced for quite some time when I met her.
April's like the sweetest soul ever, Yeah.
One thing I'm fucking upset about is that I had to talk with my ex-wife today so her and I could make a plan that just in case if these three get out of fucking jail, they're not going to come and bother me or bother my children when they're with me this weekend. Spectre with $2 says, what will you tell your kids about April's situation? My ex-wife and I talked about that tonight. Probably when we are at my daughter's graduation, we'll talk to the kids about it together. I don't know what to say. Maybe April's sick. I don't know. Daughter's grad is hers. April should be a different day. Yeah, you know what? That is actually a really good point. We'll I'll talk to my ex-wife about it tomorrow, and we'll figure out what we want to do. I mean, Nick brought drugs into my home after I asked him not to. One of the first times Nick was here, he did a bump off my kitchen counter, didn't ask, nothing. I looked him right in the fucking eye. I said, don't you ever bring that fucking shit into my house ever again. I have an ex-wife who, if she found out there was a speck of this shit in my home, would have my kids fucking taken away from me. Oh, I'm sorry. But he's so fucking booze and coked up that one day he fucking... And by the way, before anyone goes, hey, you piece of shit, I have talked to my ex-wife about all of this. She knows. She's very well aware. He brought it. He brought this big lockbox full of drugs into my home. Had it up in my upstairs bathroom. I was fucking livid. I called April. Downstairs. I go, they brought... Well, because Nick yelled, April, we made you one. And I called April. I ran upstairs quick. I looked in and I said, no fucking way. Went downstairs, told April. I said, I told them no fucking drugs in this fucking house. If they get out Tuesday, maybe that's a good start to them turning shit around. That would be nice. So we're going to, I know my ex-wife and I are keeping an eye on it. Understandably, she doesn't want the kids here this weekend if they're out. You never know. You never know what people might do. But if they are in jail, it's no problem. But we've got plenty of places to go this weekend.
You have kids, right?
Yeah, fantastic.
They're with you or what?
Half the time, but they're fantastic.
Half the time.
And I also have to say, publicly, my ex-wife has been amazing. I called her when I left the whole situation. I called her and I said, look, I got to come clean with everything I've done. I said, I'm not going to put this on anyone else. This is what I've done. And I told her every, dirty detail, and she knows, and she's been very supportive of the fact that just, that it's away from everything. So I
hear you taking a lot of responsibility for your behavior in this divorce situation. I've seen some clips of that. But you are kind of saying also that, she was kind of partying and going a little bit nuts. Are you saying, there's blame on both sides?
Blame on both sides as far as what, the divorce?
Yeah, who caused this divorce?
Nobody can be.
The kids caused it.
It's 1,000.
Tell them you made this divorce happen.
The youngest is the one that, and I've been talking to her about it. I'm like, you've been a real piece of shit.
You really fucked up a good thing.
Yeah, way to go. This was supposed to be forever. Why'd you put her under so much stress? Now look at her.
That's just good parenting.
Enjoy your preschool graduation.
That trauma with them, and they become a great person.
Enjoy your preschool graduation, you selfish monster.
I won't be there. You little piece of shit.
I mean, I got too much. I mean, the amount of support from family and friends that I've gotten with, in the last 6 weeks, and the way the kids, in talking to the kids about how they feel. And obviously, I'm not going to tell 3 small children the exact details of everything, but
sure.
I can't hide this from them. Obviously, they're going to, they probably have found out. I talked to my ex-wife yesterday, and we got to figure out how to talk to them about this together. But the kids got to come first, and I don't, even if there was interest from me in a reconciliation, or even interest from her in reconciliation, which I don't know, the kids are a different story altogether, and that doesn't seem to be a bridge they're willing to cross at this point.
Now, you seem to, say you've gotten closer to your ex-wife. I don't know the situation there. Any thoughts of reconciliation there? Is that
she's married with a couple more kids.
Okay.
Ralph,
Yeah.
Ralph, I'm starting to find out. You may not know this. I'm starting to find out I may have been the problem. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going to get ready to go to a nice preschool graduation in central Minnesota. Be envious of my day. No, I'm very excited. My daughter's graduating from preschool. I'm excited to see her. She's going to have a big smile on her face. She's going to be so happy. I'm going to talk to my ex-wife about all kinds of uncomfortable shit. That'll be fun. Tiger Lily says Ashley should be taping all of this for her lawyer. The people who don't like me are really salty about that part. They're like, oh, yeah, we're going to get this Aaron guy. We're finally going to get him. Guys, I got bad news for you. My ex-wife and I have talked about all of this. My ex-wife knows far more than you know. And she's just glad that I made the right decision and got the kids the fuck out of there. So I'm sorry. I apologize. I know you want me to be dumber than that, but I'm not Nick. And don't worry. We're all good there. If anyone does know where she is, they are still trying to serve her the HRO protection from my ex-wife, and they can't, and they keep trying to send it to me. So if anybody does know where she is, that would be nice because she does need to be served. I thought it was April because they've been trying to serve her with these. They've been trying to serve her with different papers. I think something for the traffic ticket that her and Nick didn't show up for, and then something for an HRO from my ex-wife. Nat Clo with $5 says Aaron will LaRue the day when he realizes he's talked too much about everything so far. There's nothing I've said that I don't back up, and nothing that will come back to bite me. This is all stuff that I've, as Alex Jones says, it's documented, it's proven. Will LaRue the day. That's my ex-wife's current name. It's very funny. Annoyed Quick Trip Supervisor becoming a member for 24 months says, hats off to your first wife working with you and not against. She's been wonderful during this whole thing. She's been incredible. Funeral Director with $2 says, have you talked to ex-wife since April's arrest? Oh, fuck yeah. My ex-wife and I talk every time we drop the kids off and pick them up. Multiple times a week. Yes, we've spoken. That's the other cope that I love. People are like, his ex-wife's going to take his kids from him. We've all talked about everything. It's all out in the open. That's the thing some of you ball washers don't understand. I've cleansed my soul. I've admitted all of my sins so that I had to admit all my sins when they got arrested, because when everything came out, I didn't want anybody, blindsided by anything. So I said, all right, I'm already admitting some of my sins before they got arrested when Nick had that junkie stream that he had. I'm already, admitting my sins. Let's cleanse our soul completely so that, I have nothing to hide. There's nothing they can, spring on me. Thomas Jameson with $2 says, your kid's mother equals the only winner in this. No, I don't think she sees herself as a winner. Like she had to worry about this shit too. She was watching the streams where April looked like she was in bad shape, and she would get worried and she would contact lawyers and shit. Like my ex-wife, she was on the ball on a lot of this shit. She was reading a lot of the forums and shit and keeping up on stuff, and her and April had a fucking terrible relationship. And that relationship really, that weighed on me a lot, because you got to kind of keep the peace. You got to not completely alienate the mother of your children, and you got to get your wife's back. But that was always a hard one to navigate, because sometimes April would want you to get her back, and you're like, yeah, but you kind of started this and you're in the wrong on this one. But you can't say that. So you're like, all right, I got your back, honey. Let's do this. Oh, the fucking lawyer bills that I fucking paid so those two could shut the fuck up about each other. Oh, my God. Awful. Did Nick really say that on stream, that her body was ruined? What a fucking asshole. That's a really dick thing to say. Like, I have an ex-wife who's had, 5 kids now. And that's an ex-wife who, like, I don't, obviously with your ex-wives, a lot of times there's no love lost there. And I would never say anything like that about her. Now, I don't have firsthand experience anyway, but I'd never say it. That's fucking really dog shit. Just want to say, I don't think you understand what you opened yourself up to after Keno. Keep your kids safe. Good luck. Again, do good. I've told you this a million times. My ex-wife is very aware of everything. I have come clean to her. We are good. Our relationship is solid. The relationship with the kids is solid. We're good, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate your directness. So there's nothing really. Now, the one thing that they did mention was that they said, look, the other person who was arrested is your wife. Your wife is your children's stepmother. We do have to look into all 8 kids involved in this situation. So there's going to be someone from Child Protective Services there while we interview. And I said, that's fine with me. I talked to my lawyer. My lawyer said, look, you and your ex-wife are good. You guys have talked about everything. The one instance that there were drugs in your home, you threw everybody the fuck out. You got it the fuck out of there when you discovered it. He said, honestly, just tell the truth and you'll be fine. And I thank God and my ex-wife for that second chance. I really do. I did keep my kids away from drugs. They never saw it. If you asked them, they never saw it. Never did it when they were around ever once in my life. The one time other people brought it in, where my kids were, I found out, I threw their fucking ass out of there. I have nothing to worry about on that. I have kept my kids away from that shit. Now, again, another thing that people don't want to acknowledge if they don't like me. What are you going to do? Mr. Motherfucker says your ex is going to ream you worse than the Baldo did. My ex-wife knows everything. My ex-wife is aware of everything. She's happy that we got the kids away from that situation. Again, I know some of you really want to see me fucking eat a hard dick on this one and all this other stuff. I've made my amends with everybody in my family, with the mother of my children, everything. And I'm, don't let that, let me give you some advice. Don't let that affect you. Like, don't let that upset you, dude. Like, just, it's okay. Like,
he got it figured out.
It'll be all right. Based Pill with $2 says, don't you think Ashley will use this against you? I'm sorry if you haven't listened to this show at all. It's another thing that I've repeated 9,000 fucking times. And this is not your fault, Based Pill. I'm getting tired of just repeating myself over and over. Ashley and I have spoken about everything that's been done. Ashley knew. Here's the thing that you guys don't understand, because you don't live my life. It's okay. It's understandable. But before I go on the air with all this shit, the people I need to protect and the people that need to know, and they already know. I go and tell them. I cannot, like, when it comes to stuff like this, I cannot express more to people the value of snitching on yourself first. Talking about what you did wrong first before anything else. That's what's going to set you free. I promise. And I was walking around yesterday and I was thinking, and I was really just not doing very well up here. And I walked around, and one of the things that shook me out of it is I was talking to my ex-wife about, the kids and everything else. And she said to me, I'm so proud that you haven't turned to a bottle or a substance or anything else. She said, the kids, myself, we're all so proud of you that you're basically white knuckling this thing, that you're going through it. You're talking to people. You're feeling, you're being honest with yourself, basically. I had to actually put this on the record yesterday. This is embarrassing because of this has been out there. My first wife and I, and we will both tell you this story. We were getting divorced. We hooked up in the process of that divorce. It happens.
You know who I heard this from?
Who?
Probably Melty.
Yeah.
And probably you. I'm just teasing.
So,
but I probably heard it from all of them. They're like, okay.
My wife and I were getting divorced. We took the kids to the playground one day to show the kids, hey, it can still be okay. Mom and dad can still take you places and get along and whatever.
This is real?
Yeah. And we went back to the house, and the kids went to their rooms and played, and we went downstairs, and that happened.
Okay.
And
listen,
then a month,
that's
and then
not
a month,
that big of a deal. I just thought they were making it up, but
and then a month and a half later, my now ex-wife just said to me, she texted me, it was either oh fuck or oh shit, you need to call me. And I was like, oh no. And she goes, yeah, I'm pregnant. No, she sent me a picture of the stick. And I'm like, no. Oh my God. So then, and thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the $10, Mr. Panhandler. And then the two of us decided, I still don't want to make this work. Okay, so
that is very adult of you to do. You're like, all right, we'll figure it out. I guess.
At least in Minnesota, I can't speak for the rest of the country. There's no such thing as alimony. People are like, Aaron probably pays his first wife out the ass for alimony. No, Aaron pays out his ass for his children, and that's it. That's all you pay out the ass for. The idea of, and it's not called alimony, it's called spousal support in the system, is for people who are married like 30 years and she quit working and she's been out of the workforce for decades and she needs to retrain herself. You'll get spousal support for that. Otherwise, yeah, it's just kids. Hulkamash a baby with $4.99 says Aaron's failed relationships won't make him eat a bullet. When he does the math on how much money he'd have without 2 divorces, that might.
They can't.
Hold on.
I'm betting they both don't add up to be as bad as mine.
You don't think so?
As my last one.
I'm paying for the kids, though.
I have a kid. I'm not even putting child support in there. I'm just talking divorce fees, divorce cost. What it cost at the end of the divorce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah,
I mean, dealing with the orders of protection between Ashley, April, and myself, that was more expensive than my divorce was.
Yeah, that's a whole nother problem. That's not the
Right.
divorce.
Right.
That's
That's kind of how I feel when people are like, oh, that guy was fucking. That's weird. Like, fuck you, dude. Look at my fucking history. Look at my fucking roster. It ain't bad. It's pretty fucking good. You think you can throw shitty dick? Look at the way I look. I'm Will Ferrell and the other guys. I've got to be able to throw some dick looking like this and grabbing what I've grabbed. You look at the first wife, pretty nice. You get the girlfriend after the first wife, fucking nice. You look at the last wife, disco. You know, like Kayla said, she goes, I want us to be a family and raise all of our children together. And I'm like, well, I have an ex-wife. That's extremely unworkable for me. And number 2, now I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a while, and I miss this. I want to go back to that. And you can't do both because the world's not going to understand what you guys are trying to pull off. So you're not going to be able to go out. Like, we would talk about that from time to time. Like, how do we tell our families? How do we tell our friends? It's like there's no fucking way to explain that. Huge erection. Ashley would take back the day she met you. She's a big fan of mine now. She is. She's a big fan of mine. What can you do? Some people, there's no accounting for taste.
yeah.
And even before that, we were fighting about drugs.
House talk came.
Yeah,
in
we
there.
were fighting about drugs before that. But we were going to make that work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just started bringing up things like, my ex-wife will fucking murder me. There's no goddamn way in hell. She's not
Right.
going to drive any further to meet with the kids. There's no, how do I put my 3 kids in this situation? Like, whenever we talked to them about it, they were like, no, I don't want to do that. Fuck that noise. That's what, people didn't understand that. When they said, you guys can move in the house next door and it can be, the 4 of us and we'll do this and we'll do that. Like, you understand that there's 5 people involved in this.
Yeah.
Like, I have an ex-wife who has half the custody of the kids. And if she wants to shut this motherfucker down, she can shut this motherfucker down. You could say she's the most powerful person in this equation.
Yeah.
And if she looks at that and she goes, yeah, no, not my fucking kids. You thought you had court proceedings before. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was wild. I didn't know people didn't know that I hadn't said that before on the show. So Nick was like having to basically quarterback this thing, this 3-person nightmare that he's now inherited, because I went, you know what? I've got 3 kids and an ex-wife and a family and friends and all this other shit that I'd like to see. So I don't think I can move in and be part of the compound. I hope she gets better. I hope she gets healthy. I hope she gets away from a terrible situation and has a full and complete life. I really do. I wish that for my other ex-wife too. I'm a little closer to her because she's the mother of my children and things have been shitty and I feel bad about that.
Which one was worse? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's a horrible question.
Yes, that is
But did you think the second one would turn out this way?
No, yeah. If I would have put some money on Vegas on this one, I'd be getting a nice payout. But no, I wish that for both my ex-wives. The second one is getting a little harder to root for, but we'll get to that in a second. So,
Ooh, girls' day.
Mr. Nobody with 199 says Ashley is the best father in this whole thing. My ex-wife has been a fucking saint throughout this entire thing. She's putting up with a lot of shit when all this stuff was going on. And she could have definitely put the screws to me, boy, and been vindictive and all that. But she was so happy that I chose my children over this fucked up lifestyle and that I got them away from any of this shit. She is so grateful. Our relationship has never been better. And this may be the solution to all of our problems.
She's probably just like,
oh, for sure.
This idiot. Yeah.
There's
but
also that. Yeah.
Like, but he made the right choice. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even. Well, silver lining. Good. That's the best thing for your kids, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that the most important thing? How nice.
Yeah. And, people always do this online. They're like, yo, you're telling all these stories. Your ex-wife is going to get you. It's like, you think I talk to you fucking weirdos before I talk to the mother of my children? Like, you think that I came on the show and just started running my fucking mouth and didn't sit down with the mother of my children first? Do you know how much more of this shit that she knows than any of you know?
Right.
Way
the perception is always like, all right. Well, I guess you know us better than we know ourselves.
And then the people who are like, you could face this, and this for that. I'm like, yes. What people on the internet are used to phonies. That they see someone actually look them in the eye and go, I'm telling you this because I want to be held accountable. And they go, what kind of angle is he running? The accountability angle. That's what I'm going for. Some people.
Were you all just buying my ex-wife's book just to troll me like 2 years ago?
Right.
Suck my dick.
Yes.
Right? So.
Yeah. There's some asshole on Twitter. Writing to my ex-wife's publishing company. She writes children's books. Writing to the publishing.
I've heard Chad Zumock is like a huge fan of those books.
You know what I found out about that when I was on MLC the last time? On Twitter, you put it up there, and that's where the most retarded internet people go. And they go, why are you putting a picture of your kids up there? I'm like, first of all, my ex-wife has the internet landscape littered with pictures of the children. I mean, there's no secret hiding it, whatever. Like, that's just, April has always been, and my ex-wife was telling me this. She goes, April really tries to be who she thinks the people she's closest in proximity to want her to be. Douche of the Dabbleverse with $2 says, for your kids' sake, keep them out of pics and vids. You know, it's funny, on like Instagram and shit, nobody had a problem. It was only Twitter that had an issue with that.
And at this point, with the people that have come after us already, they've gone after personal information for you and your family before. So
my ex-wife throws pictures of them up there all the time. I mean, it's nothing new. I appreciate your concern. I don't think you're coming at it from a bad place.
Thank God nobody knows who your ex-wife is and keeps her out of all of this.
Thank Christ. Am I right? All right, guys, we are still $40 away. No, but she's been great. In all honesty, I would not be doing as well in my private life, my personal life. Like I've said before, show life is a fucking performance. Like, if you guys think that's why I always get a kick out of people who are like, your ex-wife's going to be so mad when she finds out about some of the stuff you've been saying. If you retards think that I'm giving you this shit first, are you out of your fucking mind? Do you have a real life, or do you just live online? The idea that I would come to you first and tell you very privileged information, and that I wouldn't tell the mother of my children this information first, makes me think that you might be that I have the most single-digit IQ haters of any show out there. It's troubling. Her and the ex-wife got really territorial and fought a lot.
I'm sure.
That was hard for me because, like,
I'm sure your ex-wife's probably just like, fuck this. 25-year-old bitch around my fucking kid, my newborn. Yeah, that must have been fucking horrible.
And then I'm in the middle and I have to explain to the woman I love, I'm like, you understand I have to maintain a relationship with this person too. Like I can't alienate this person, or they have the ability to fuck me up if they want to.
Yeah.
Like, so I gotta, and I'd take April's side on stuff and then I'd fucking end up in mediation and you're paying lawyers and all this shit. And I'm like, and you start to resent the other person because you're like, would you at least acknowledge that like I'm fucking doing this to get your back and rally for you and what you feel you think your rights should be or whatever. Like that always got, now we're getting into like all the shit that,
I know it's therapy, gossipy girl Thursday.
And I'm sure that if you sat her right here, there'd be 15 things that I didn't know about that that I didn't do. And if I looked in myself, I'd go, oh yeah.
Oh, because you're a doofus. Yeah.
I'm a doofus. Right.
You'd be like, oh fuck. Right.
And
not a narcissist, just a doofus.
Just a doofus. Or as my therapist says, you're a highly sensitive person. This next thing, I'll let everyone else decide if this is a threat or not. We all have things to lose. What if it gets back to Ashley, mother of my children, that you enjoyed Molly quite often and had a relationship outside your marriage with someone you brought around the kids? You are not invincible.
And that's all she said.
The rest goes into other things. It's not.
So it's basically like, shut your mouth, or we're going to tell your ex-wife that you partook in drugs with us. And I mean, that's pretty damn threatening.
Yeah, had a relationship outside your marriage. First of all, if there's anybody in this world who's going to believe that I had a relationship outside my marriage, it's my first wife.
Right. She's like, oh, yes, story checks out.
Yeah,
Next.
What else you got? So then that pissed me off something fierce. So I wrote back to her. I go, first of all, I've already told my ex-wife about the things I've done. So that's, fine. And by the way, for those of you who go, Aaron's lying about drugs and this and that. Well, that's a text from Kayla that you enjoyed Molly quite a few times, as I admitted. And I said, don't ever, my response to that was, don't ever threaten me with my children again. This is why blackmail never works. Because all you do is you motivate the person to just tattle on themselves. And that's what I did. I just ratted on myself. So when someone went, be ashamed if your ex-wife were to find out, I'm like, all right, well, guess what? She already knows. Now I'm going to tell everybody if you're going to threaten me. So I'm really glad I got out of the cover, as it would, with a Q. Remember to spell it right, Kino Casino, when you talk about it, because I would have been a single father of 8. Well, 5. My ex-wife would have fucking had my kids out of there the first minute they came back crying, going, it's fucking insane and they're crazy people. These fucking monsters. These fucking goddamn monsters. By the way, that's not my real ex-wife. My ex-wife and I are very cool. My wife and I are fine. I'd been out of this fucking house for 6 or 7 weeks when this happened. Jules LaRue with $2 says, did you feed wheelchair Mikey to this bald fatty? Jesus. No, his name's Johnny, first of all. You're lucky your wife still lets you see your kids. I know. When have I ever denied that? I'm very thankful that the mother of my children has been so understanding about me asking for forgiveness and granting that to me. I'm thankful every day that my ex-wife has, given me a chance to do the right things as a father after I did a lot of the wrong things as a father. When have I think a lot of people want to hate me because I am so bombastic and dickish. But the message has always been the same. The message has never been I'm a hero. I know some of you like to say that. The message has never been I'm the good guy. The message has always been I'm just better than those 3. That's a low bar, though. I was still a piece of shit. And when Dustin says you're lucky your wife lets you still see your kids, don't I know it? I'll tell you this. I will fully admit that I'm a chicken shit, and I am using humor to cope with it. Because it's when I talk to people about, like I talked to my ex-wife about it today, the mother of my children, ex-wife. I talked to Slam Piece about it. I talked to I've talked to other people about it. And when we talk about it in private, I always talk about, you put on a show, you approach things a certain way. And then in your private life, when you're more boring, you can have a more down-to-earth approach to these things. And when I talk about it in private, I just get fucking mad. I just get really fucking pissed off. Especially since one of my 2 wives, and I'll let you guess which one it is, one of my 2 wives would always tell me this story about a boyfriend she had. And her and that boyfriend were damn near, engaged almost. They thought maybe they could get married someday. She had this boyfriend. That boyfriend had a niece that she kind of considered her niece. And that niece had a mother who had some problems, let's say. And that child died under mysterious circumstances. And let's just say one of my wives mourned that child, talked about how terrible drugs were and how bad drugs were, and they're awful and they're terrible and the things they do to children. And oh my God, imagine if you got caught up in drugs and it ended up hurting a child. Male wedding rings are worthless.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I meant the female one. I thought.
Oh, no, Ashley, I think, had hers.
Oh.
I wasn't making any money back then.
No, I was talking about.
That was probably like a $1,800 ring.
I was talking about the other lady. Did she give hers back or no? I thought she left it.
Then she took it back.
Oh.
And then she has it. Willy Nilly with 199 says, Ashley should test your kids. I mean, you could test my kids all day long. You know what it would come up with?
Nothing.
0. I don't give my kids drugs. I want to move on with my life. But like, I go to pick up the kids. My ex-wife is like, oh my God, did you hear the latest? This is fucking Slam Piece. We're going to see Colin Quinn on Friday. And she goes, you want to talk about the latest goss? And it was the hot mic moment thing. And I'm like, everybody's fucking into this. Like it's a soap opera. Well, like it's a car crash in NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Or like on the highway, car crashes. They want to stop and look at it. So I'm sitting here going, guys, you don't have to rat information to me. It's like, I'll fucking read it. But like, so it's very interesting. And this is where my ex-wife, the mother of my children, whenever I see her, she's like, oh my God, it's too addicting. It's too much. Like once you start, you can't stop. It's like a thing of Pringles or whatever, Lay's, whatever the fuck.
No, Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop.
Okay, thank you. But then Lay's is, I bet you can't eat just one. Poignant Pachyderm says, Ashley was benevolent. Still details to emerge, though. Not for me. Mm-hmm. I mean, the only thing I got for you guys is like anecdotes, like dumb stories. Like when it comes to like stuff that could be problematic or terrible or awful, I've given you all that stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing I've got for you is like little anecdotes and silly stories that people seem to like that I really only tell when it's apropos to anything going on.
Yeah.
My ex-wife, the first one, told me something today when I picked up the kids. She goes, yeah, one time she was talking to your cousin and she said, she said something that I thought was really weird at the time, but I kind of let it go. She said, there's 3 things I've wanted in life: a nice house, a nice truck, and a nice boat. And April and I were together. She goes, I've got the nice house and I've got the nice truck. And I'm like, she goes, now I just need the nice boat. And then I've got everything I want. And my ex-wife goes, she never said anything about having you. She never said anything about the kids. She never said anything about any of that. It was just the house, the boat, the truck. And I'm like, oh, looking back, that sounds awfully materialistic. That sounds pretty fucking shitty. Then I kind of, she started talking to me about that. We got on that vein of conversation. And she's like, yeah, when she didn't mention you in any of that, I thought that was very strange. And I'm like, well, now looking back in hindsight, it's easy, but it does make a little bit of sense. We can talk about some of the stories. The fucking, I'm going to put it in the tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars that I spent on lawyers because those two couldn't fucking figure it out and get along. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, was it a nightmare? Because like, I'm the kind of guy who, like, when it comes to my ex-wife and it comes to kids and if we have any kind of argument or disagreement, I just want to get to the end of the disagreement and then move on with my life. Like, we're divorced for a reason. You know, I'll go this way, you go that way. We'll come back together when it's kid related. But then, like, April wanted to jump in and be like 33 partners. And then, you know, my ex-wife is very territorial, as women with kids tend to be. And then April was very territorial because whether it's just the spot she occupied or insecurity or whatever, those two they started out like friends. Then they started like manipulating each other. Then they would all tell me something different. Dude, I was caught up in the weirdest fucking girl bitch gossip. Oh my God, was it terrible. So then I obviously get my wife's back. I get April's back. Not really having the full story, but you don't need the full story. She's your wife. You defend her. Defend her to the point where she's like, she's doing this and you need to do this. You need to stop her from doing this. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then the mother of my kids is going, she's overstepping and you need it. And I'm like, motherfucker. So I call up my lawyer. We need to go to mediation. We need to define terms. We went to mediation, I think, 3 or 4 fucking times. And then my ex-wife decides she needs an order of protection from April and then slaps something on me where I can't talk about her negatively on the show. And then, oh my God, this whole thing just turns into a massive fucking shit show. And like I said, those two got to have their territorial pissing match. I'm sitting here and I remember keep saying, can we just get this out of our house? Can we just not bring this into our house? Meaning her, the energy, the fight, all that stuff. You fucking add up all the bills. The divorce part was easy. The divorce part didn't even hit $1,000 this time around. But those two fucking broads just arguing over kid shit and stuff like that and fighting with each other. That one, God damn, did that drain me. Oh my God, was that just fucking awful. And now that's over. And now the mother of my kids and I, my ex-wife, we can talk, we can hammer shit out, and it's really, really nice. Everybody does this thing where they act like I haven't spoken to these people before. Like, people are like, why would you keep admitting this stuff when your ex-wife is listening? I'm like, you think that I told you guys this stuff before I told her?
Right.
Like, you think that I just went, bleh. By the way, you're going to hear some.
She texted you immediately and said that was fine. It's like, who cares?
Yeah. McBuster says, thank you, Ashley, for saving Aaron and the kids. All donations should go to Ashley. A lot of your donations go to Ashley. Believe you me. Thank you guys so much. This is a lot of fun. Shawnetta becoming a member for 2 months says, do April, Ashley, Nick have tickets to Stoney's? My treat. I'm sure they'd love that. Yeah, honkies. You know what? This is in the document. I can address this. The court found that the restraining order had no meat, but Aaron allowed it to be issued anyway. It ended up being a don't disparage third party order. Right, and that's basically what it is. I can't disparage the third party. That's essentially what I can't disparage the third party. Our relationship is a lot better now. Obviously, April and I are the ones who are under this. So there's a lot there we don't find fair, but that's the nature of the beast. I mean, these things can get, I mean, it does say in the document that the court does not find any sort of harassment. The court didn't find that we'd done anything that rose to that level, but fighting them, going to court, continuing to go to court, it just gets so fucking expensive and time consuming. And then it caused a lot of stress and strain in April and I's life and April and I's relationship. This thing that got released, and we were just like, finally, we were just like, enough. And then by the time it was enough, her and I were getting a divorce. So it's just really, really unfortunate. Oh, man. So there we are. There's the response. And by the way, if you hate me and you think I'm garbage, like I said, I wasn't doing this response for you. I was doing this response for my fans. I was doing this response for my friends. Keanu was telling me yesterday, she's like, this is all just your haters talking about it. She goes, maybe don't even talk about it. Just let them. I'm like, no, that's not fair because I deserve my say. April deserves hers. But I think April would unfortunately, I think she'd face a world of shit. Because let's just say I'm on better terms with other people than April is. I think she'd catch a world of shit, unfortunately, but again, I will point this out. April and I have talked about this very fight, this very situation, this very thing that leaked on previous episodes. It's a little coded. You got to dig a little bit to find it, but we discussed it. I mean, the fact that her and I went on for 2 more years and we're fine, and there's no other shit like this. We had one really nasty fight. We all exaggerated what happened, and we made up that fucking day. Made up that day. The whole makeup, if you catch my drift. And everything was good. We vent, we get angry, we think we're saying things in confidence, and then they turn out to be not so confident. See, that's a cartoon picture. Oh my God. There's no photos of Michelle Obama pregnant. You could probably find pictures of like my ex-wife pregnant. Not the second one, I hope. not that one. Uh-oh. That would, oh boy. You talk about a problem. Somebody went and created a fake account of my first ex-wife and then said, I can't talk about it legally, but I've been the victim of domestic abuse. And they went, whoa, we got him.
Wow.
And I'm like, first of all, if she did think that, if that really was the case, I would not be allowed to have my children. Ashley gave you kids. April gave you hell. Always remember that, says Snigger Niggardly. Yeah, I definitely can't. She drove a wedge between Ashley and I. That was for sure. I facilitated every step of that. I got her back on fucking everything. Every time she pointed to someone and said, Aaron, they're a problem, I fucking picked them or her over them. Look, I was talking to my ex-wife yesterday, and she said something very kind. First of all, she also said, she goes, you know, the stories you were getting about a certain someone yesterday and how they manipulated previous people they've been with and everything else. She said, she told me that the last one before you was bad and mean and abusive and a monster and blah, blah. Like she said, it was the same words. It was the same thing. And I'm like, okay, good. At least there's people out there who know I'm not fucking crazy. I saw what I saw. I heard what I heard. I know what I know. And then to be deceived and set up and fucking psychologically abused like that, and then to have that same human being do it to 2 people who told you they were your friends, and then watching those people bite, it's frustrating. But it was also nice to hear her say, she goes, and I've noticed a change in you. She said, Al-Anon, therapy, all that stuff, it's been working because the old you would have gone fucking nuclear over this. She said the old you would have just smashed everybody and just rah, 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 and just gotten angry and hostile and everything else. And I said, you know what? I don't like betrayal. I don't like dishonesty. I don't, you know, I just love that quote. Tell me when I'm telling lies. And the genuine article in a business full of counterfeit bucks. I'm just walking around telling it like it is. And if that rubs some people the wrong way, then maybe it fucking should. But when I get messages upon messages upon messages from some people who love me, some people who hate me, some people who have been largely indifferent towards me, and their response is, I know you're telling the truth. I got your back. What's happening to you is fucking disgusting. I just have to say I really appreciate it. And it makes the high road that much easier to take. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says those texts between Ashley and April are depressing, but you know what's sadder? Those texts between Mersh and that cam girl. All right. The Bad Luck Boys with $5 says, boy, Mersh really doesn't know my life very well. He's kind of embarrassing himself. You don't have kids. Ashley and her husband have kids. You have occasional roommates you feed chicken nuggets to. Your kids are a prop like Rekieta's. I mean, if that's the way you want to take it, I think the amount of fucking time I spend with him would beg to differ. But hey, I don't want the internet thinking that Mersh is right. She did. I mean, I didn't talk to my cousin's husband, who was one of, if not my best friends. I didn't talk to him for 3 years. And then Ashley told me yesterday, when I was picking up the kids, she goes, I talked to Randy a year ago, and he said, if Aaron came back right now and said he was sorry, he goes, I'd shake his hand, I'd give him a hug, and we'd hang out like it was yesterday, like it was back then. And, I'm just going to say better late than never. Maybe let Ashley and your parents approve of the next gal. Well, yeah, Ashley said that to me yesterday. She's like, she drove a wedge between us. She drove a wedge between that. I mean, I get it. Kenneth Pogue's broken phone with $5 says, why wish the best to her when she lied to Ashley about you abusing her in those text messages? Because it's all part of moving forward and having gratitude for the future. All of that stuff is behind me. Think about it this way, Kenneth Pogue. I could still be involved with that, and my fucking brain would still be getting tortured and beat up on a daily basis. And now it's not. And I get clarity, and that's an amazing thing to have. The first wife, not awful. I don't think... Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being very rude. But the first wife, I think I've been very clear. Somebody was a real bastard in that relationship. I wouldn't say she was a terrible person. She was a bad partner or anything like that. I would say that somebody got a little taste of local radio fame and was doing comedy shows every month, and somebody just couldn't say no every time. Yeah, like that was me when I was married to my first wife. I would go to all these comedy shows. And there would be pretty girls at these comedy shows. And they would think I'm really funny. I love your show, and you're so funny. And you're like, oh, really? No, I'm married. I'll just get really fucked up and puke at home. Like, it'll be fine. And then eventually that happens and happens and happens. And then you're like, okay. Like, I know I'm married and everything, and it's bad to think this way, but God, I really want to have sex with this one. Like, really bad. McBuster says, just like Kiki only became a backstabber when she say the fake post from Melton using Ashley's name, these people need to be forced to do the right thing. Some people do need to be forced to do the right thing. Some people think that's because some people don't think they're doing the wrong thing. But I mean, the consequences just keep piling up. There's a rumor going around that they're like, oh, your ex-wife told you, like, gave you an ultimatum. Not at all. She had no idea this was happening until I told her. What happened was, they wanted to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting cold feet about it because I'm like, the kids didn't want to.
Yeah.
And like, if the kids didn't want to move because they have so many friends here. And I'm like, well, I'm getting cold feet. I don't want to. Then April moves all her clothes out. And then, so she doesn't have to be the bad guy, April goes, no, you and I can rebuild what we had. We'll move into this house. And I'm like, you just want my money to buy this house. Have you ever pressure washed siding before?
Nope.
Dude, it's one of the funnest things in the world. We used to, Ashley and I, in our house in Sauk Rapids, we had like barn swallows that were making, I don't know if you've ever had them before. They make these
I have that problem.
Shitty mud nests in your windows. It's weird that I'm a tit guy, and then you look at my my first marriage, there were tits there.
I mean, not much, but
what? Are you kidding?
Yes, I'm joking.
Oh, I was gonna say I mean, obviously, people have seen the paperwork. It's not like we were the most fond of each other the last couple of years, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend she didn't have fucking rockin' tits. That's complimentary, by the way. I don't think that's a violation. Beautiful girl, and my. The other ex-wife has been a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah?
The last few months. I legally can't say what she's been telling me, but it's been very fucking entertaining to listen to. You know who she does not think very much of?
Oh, I could guess.
That Keanu C. Thompson.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying she said this, but someone might have said, that dumb bitch does not want to hear my take on things. That was funny. Someone did write me and they said, Keanu said on her stream, Ashley should call me. I'm like, bitch, you do not want her to call you. That is not going to go the way you think. No, she's been very wonderful. I think the longest relationship I had, my first wife obviously was my longest. I think that was like 7 years. April was almost 4. My high school girlfriend was 4.5. So yeah, there's and then I think SP was 2. It was about 2 years, a little less than 2 years. Yeah. Bigot on socialist media. Citizen M, I just can't talk about those things because of the stuff with the other ex-wife. So just in January, I'll clear all that up. And then I think after that, dated a couple and then kind of wandered around the universe, fucking around a little bit, and then found my first wife. And that worked out great. 7 years, ended with a bang. Lots of them, actually. Not even with just her. I've lived a sordid life. If the last 10 months of my life have taught me anything, it is that I am not a genius. Kevin, I am a lot of things. But I certainly am not a genius. I would I would not classify myself as such. I talked a little too much shit about the first ex-wife with the second ex-wife, got myself in trouble there. Got to go clean that whole situation up, which is nice. I mean, it's basically, I got to go in and say, yeah, sorry about that. I won't do that again. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, as a dick.
Yeah. And they'll be like, see to it that it doesn't. And I'm like, my first ex-wife says the same thing that I do. She's like, you know what? The problem's gone. You know, their whole position is the real problem is gone. Because, like, I keep getting stories now that keep coming out from people about how she would say one thing to them and then one thing to another person and then another thing to me. And it would be like this triangulation thing. And it's like, oh, my God, like their whole personality was just scheming and scamming people. Our lawyer wants me off his payroll so fucking bad. He's just like, really? You and Ashley still? Thought this shit was over with, bro. What's going on? We got a great lawyer, though. Can't shit on my lawyer, but should blame your whore of a wife.
No, that was the first one. That was a whore.
Oh,
first one was. I'll be very clear with that. Second one, not a whore.
Crazy cunt.
Second one, not a whore. First one was a whore.
Crazy cunt. The second.
First one was a whore.
Okay.
Second one was not a whore.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Crazy cunt. The second one.
First one was a whore.
Okay. Numero uno. Josh Denny fan says Matt has no responsibility for how his life has turned out. LOL, what a dope.
I think I have a lot of responsibility for how my life turned out, and it's really not all that bad.
I like your life.
Yeah.
I mean, do I want to live it? No, but I like your life.
My life ain't bad. Dude, my life is not that bad. It's just, there's fucked up shit, yeah.
No, Citizen M, he was saying his first wife is a whore, not my first wife is a whore.
Yeah, no, my first wife was a whore.
My first wife wasn't a whore. I was.
My first wife was a whore.
Wait, what? McBuster says Kiki is a scumbag, fake to the core. She only flipped on the toe. She claims to hate so much after Melton reposted the fake post of Ashley's. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing, that fake post of hers. Like, she was well, I can't say anything about how she felt, even though it's positive. I'm going to stay away from that. But yeah, she put it this way, you guys would be surprised to hear her take on things.